everyone, welcome to Move It Workout.
Crunch it in, find your balance. Inhale, extend, squeeze the right glutes. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. One more time, keep the shoulders away from the ears, keep the chest open. 2. And 1, slowly release. Please stop at any time if you feel unwell. Let's get going. We'll be focusing on a full body flow today, so hopefully you're going to get a good workout, a good sweat, but please bear in mind to listen to your body, move slowly, move mindfully, and keep with your breath through the entire flow. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position, sitting up tall, hands onto your knees, and stacking your chest over your hips. Relax your knees down towards the mat. And gently close your eyes or keep your gaze soft and down towards the floor. Start to bring awareness to your breath as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Keep the breath stable and start to deepen the breath with every inhale and exhale. Breathing into the belly. And as you exhale, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale into the belly through the nose. Exhale out through the nose, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale into the belly, into the chest. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders, pull the belly into the spine. Inhale into the belly, into the chest. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders, belly into the spine. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting go of any tension in the breath, allowing your breath to become more natural and more comfortable back to its original pattern. On your next inhale, raise the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, palms to your heart center. Gently blinking open your eyes. If you're not comfortable with having your hands in prayer, place your hands onto your knees. Wherever you are, a big smile on your face and a gentle bow to your hearts. Namaste. All right, so let's begin in a tabletop position. I like to start in tabletop because it's the least invasive way to start warming up the body for your practice. If your wrists are very, very tight, go ahead and walk your hands closer in towards your knees and soften your elbows as much as you need to first. Slowly start to shift your weight front and back, keeping your range of motion small. And then as you start to become a bit more comfortable, you can slowly start to walk your hands out, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and start to shift back and forth. Make sure your hands are spread and your index finger and your middle fingers are pointing up towards the top of the mat. Keep the elbows soft, don't lock the elbows. Keep moving with the breath. Make sure that you're not collapsing your belly down or letting your shoulders sink between your chest. Slowly coming back to center. Now we're going to sway left and right, warming up the outer edges and the inner corners of your hands. Keep the belly strong, pull it in towards the spine. Keep pressing your hands into the floor. And slowly come back to center. We're going to start drawing circles with the shoulders around the hands. Sitting your bum back towards the heels. Inhale, sway your shoulders all the way to the left, up towards the top of the mat. And then exhale to the right and back. 2 more times in a clockwise direction. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way back. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Sit your bum towards the heels. We're going to change directions. Inhale to the right. And exhale to the left and back. Going in an anti-clockwise direction. Remember to move with the breath. Inhale as you go up. And exhale as you go back and come back to center. Untuck the toes, sitting onto your heels. Back up the hands onto the mat. Fingers pointing towards your toes, shoulders stacked over the knees. Keep the elbows soft first. Now start to press the back of your hands into the floor. Round your back up towards the ceiling, and as much as you can, keep the shoulders away from the ears and see if you can start to straighten the elbows a bit more. Don't lock the elbows. You can choose to stay here or curl your fingers into a ball and pull your knuckles in towards your inner forearms. Staying here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to your tabletop position. 3 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly down, gazing up towards the ceiling. Cow spine. Exhale, curling it under, chin in towards the chest. Cat. Inhale, drop the belly down, gazing forward. Exhale, round the back, gaze between your knees. 1 more time. Inhale, drop the belly down, chest between the arms. And then exhale, press into the palms, round your upper back. Come back to a neutral spine. Bring your knees in towards each other to touch. And step your right foot all the way towards the back of the mat. Now don't lock the knees. Press your heel down towards the floor, coming into a calf stretch. Press firmly into the hands as well. Round your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Now you can stay here, or you can start to get light on the left knee. Lift the left knee up. Push your weight back a bit more. If you're comfortable, lift the entire left foot off the mat. Hug the heel into the bum, point the toes back. Staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. Drop that left foot, left knee down. Step that right foot all the way back in. This time stepping the left leg all the way to the back. Heel down towards the floor. Press into the hands, round your upper back towards the ceiling. Now either stay here or get light off the right knee, or hug that right heel into the bum. Your right foot is completely off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot, right knee back down. Step that left foot back in. From here, step that right foot all the way back behind you. Toes are off the mat. Heel is up, toes are down. Don't sink into the lower belly. Tuck the belly in. Come light onto the left fingertips. Find your balance here. Focus on one point and extend your left arm forward. Now to take weight off that right wrist, round your shoulders up, hug the belly in, step to the left knee a little bit more. Now point the toes back. Exhale, we pull the elbow and knee in towards each other and round the back. Inhale, extend and squeeze that right glute. Exhale, crunch it in. Find your balance. Inhale, extend, squeeze the right glute. 1 more time. Exhale, crunch it into tap. Hold it there. 3, round the back. 2, and 1. Extend all the way out. Stay here, or squeeze the glute and raise the hand and leg up towards the ceiling. Okay, your range of motion might be quite limited. It's okay if you don't move much. Stay. 2, and 1. Place the hands down. Tuck the toes under. Flip onto the back of your right hand to stretch out the wrists. Fingers close to the knee. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Place the right hand back down towards the floor. All right, this time kick your left foot all the way towards the back of the mat. Squeeze your glutes tight. Again, don't sink down. Press into the hands. Lift the belly off. Press into your right fingertips. Find your balance. Gaze at one spot and extend your right arm out. Find your balance here. Again, to take weight off the left hand, round your upper back. Squeeze the left heel up towards the ceiling a bit more. Now point your left toes back and then crunch as you exhale. Tap that elbow in towards the knee. And inhale, extend, squeeze that left glute. Exhale, crunch, round the back. And inhale, extend, squeeze the glute. One more time. Exhale, crunch it and hold it here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend all the way out. Squeeze the glute and then stay here or reach everything up towards the ceiling. Breathe. 2, and 1. Placing your hand down. Tuck your toes under, flip onto the back of your left hand, stretching out that left wrist. Fingertips close to the knee. Staying here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck the toes and walk your fingertips forward, belly onto the thighs, resting your head down towards the mat, or you can just allow your head to hang between the biceps here, coming into child's pose. At any time, if you feel like it's too much for you, you need a rest, this is available to you. All right, from here, gaze up between the hands. Start to shift your weight forward, tuck your toes under, shift your shoulders over your hands, open your knees, hips distance apart. Start to feel the extension in the front body. You're going to feel like your hips are reaching forward and down towards the mat, but don't let the hips sink. Squeeze your glutes tight. Keep the belly hugged in. Stay in this assisted plank. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, push all the way back. Untuck the toes, child's pose. Opening up the shoulders and the hips here. One more time. Inhale, lean forward. Squeeze your glutes. Gaze forward. Keep your chest open. We're slowly going to lower the belly and the chest all the way to the floor. Over 5, 4, 3. Keep your elbows close to your ribs. 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Roll your shoulders up and back. Lift the chest. Hug the belly in. Float your hands off. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Place your palms down. Tuck your toes under. Worm yourself all the way back up into your first downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, if your heels cannot touch the floor, keep your heels high. Keep pushing your chest towards the thighs. Press firmly into the hands. Press into the balls of the feet. Try to lift your bum up as high as you can. Keep the belly hugged in. Squeeze the triceps in towards your head. Stay here. 2, and 1. Slowly drop the knees back down towards the floor. Keep your chest open. Let's lower our chest and our chin down to the floor. Keep the elbows close to your sides. Bum in the air. Keep your core tight. Chest between the thumbs. Chin down towards the mat. Your bum is in the air. Untuck the toes. Press into the hands. Slide the chest between the thumbs. Lift the chest. Squeeze the elbows behind you. Float the hands off the floor. Palms facing down. Hold it here. 3, 2, good. Shoulders away from the ears. 1, press into the hands, tuck the toes under. Worm yourself all the way back. Downward facing dog. If your heels can come down, go ahead. If not, just stay with the heels off. Start to pedal the feet out, bending the right knee, straighten the left leg. And then switch to the other side. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. This is what we call walking the dog. So just keep moving like this, like you're on a Stairmaster. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, look up between the hands. Walk the feet step by step all the way towards the top of the mat. Toes behind the wrists. Feet are underneath the hips. Keep your knees as bent as you need to. And then from here, inhale, halfway lift, fingertips underneath the kneecaps onto the shins. Body is folded at a 90-degree angle. Keep the belly hugged in. Do not collapse into the lower back. Don't lock the knees. Keep the knees soft. Exhale, we fold. Belly over the thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Shift the weight into the toes a little bit more. Feel the hamstrings and the toes work. Raise your right arm by the right ear. Left arm by the left ear. Stay strong. 3, good job. 2, keep the belly hugged in. 1, hands onto the hips. Inhale, stand all the way up, lifting your chest forward, gazing forward. Inhale, raise your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes tight, reach your arms behind your ears. Open the chest, don't sink into the lower back. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet in towards each other to touch. Heels are slightly apart, big toes together, spread your toes wide. Hands onto your hips, let's sit back into that imaginary chair, folding your body forward slightly, bending the knees, and keeping the weight backwards into the heels. Now lift your chest and tuck your tailbone under and raise your arms by your ears. Make sure that you still can see your toes underneath your knees. If you only see your kneecaps, you need to sit back a bit more. 3, 2, tuck the tailbone under. And 1, exhale, folding all the way down. Fingertips on the floor, inhale, halfway lift. Step the right foot between the hands, left leg goes all the way back. Untuck the toes, place the knee down. Hands onto the front thigh, make sure that your right knee is stacked over the ankle. Lift yourself all the way into this kneeling position. Now raise your hands up. Squeeze your glutes and slowly start to sink into that left hip, bending the right knee a bit more. But keep squeezing the left glute so your range of motion is not a lot. You're not going to sink down this way. You're going to keep your hips high. Breathe. 2 and 1. Fingertips down, framing your right foot. Walking your fingertips behind your ankles. Start to straighten that right leg, coming into our half split, keeping the hips high. You can tuck your left toes under if you would. If you would like to. Left palm down towards the floor. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Coming into this twist, breathing here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing the right hand down beside the right foot. Bend your knees slightly and start to drag your heel towards you. Feel the core crunch. Bring the heel towards the bum. Bring your knee towards the nose. And then step back into your tabletop position. Walk your knees back very slightly. Coming into your assisted plank. Or if you want to, full plank. Wherever you are, slowly lower the chest and the chin down towards the floor. If your knees are off, go into chaturanga. Elbows close to your ribs, bum is in the air. Untuck the toes, press into your hands. Slide your chest between the thumbs, coming into baby cobra or full cobra or upward facing dog. Press into the hands. Do not fully straighten your arms if you cannot. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Warm yourself up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between the hands. Step your feet one by one all the way towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swing your arms to your sides. Heel toe your feet in towards each other. Coming back into our chair pose. Tuck your tailbone under. Biceps by the ears, fingertips up towards the ceiling, chest forward. Sit back into the heels a bit more, maybe sit a bit lower. And then exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then fingertips onto the floor, left foot between the hands, right leg all the way towards the back of the mat. Untuck the toes, place the knee down. Hands onto the front thigh, make sure your knees over the ankle. Lift yourself up now, squeeze the glutes, raise the hands up towards the ceiling, and slowly sink into that right hip, bending into the left knee. Because you're squeezing your glute, your range of motion is very limited. It is okay, stay here. Open the chest. You should feel your right glute firing up. 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips framing your left foot. Walk your hands behind the ankle. You can tuck your right toes under for stability. Start to straighten that left leg and point the toes up. Only go as far as you can, but make sure your hips stay high. And then when you are okay, right palm down towards the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Find your balance. Move slowly. Keep your core tight. You might be wobbling here. It is okay. Stay. 2, And one, fingertips back down towards the floor. Now press your palms firmly into the mat, bending forward slightly, and then start to slide your left heel in towards you. Squeeze the heel to the bum. We're working the core here. Bring your nose to the knee, and then step your left foot all the way back, coming into your tabletop position. Again, walking your hands forward, walking your knees back, or lifting your knees off completely. Those of you who would like to try, we're coming into a push-up position. Ready? Let's go. Bending the elbows, hovering your chest off the floor, and then maybe dropping your chest all the way down. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders up and back, press into your hands. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push back, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, everyone. Bring your feet together, come onto your tiptoes. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, crunch your knee in towards the nose. Step your right foot through between the hands, grounding your left heel down at a 45-degree angle behind you. So if this is not comfortable, you step your left foot out to the side first before you drop the heel down. Fingers onto the floor, hug your belly off the front thigh. We're coming into warrior one. When you are ready, lift the chest all the way up. Chest stacked over the hips. Biceps by the ears, fingertips reaching forward. Squeeze your left glute, squeeze your right glute. Breathe. Beautiful. 2. And 1. Hands to your heart center. Pivot your left heel off the mat. Crescent lunge. Step your left foot in very slightly, leaning forward. And start to straighten the right leg and start to pick the left toes off the mat. You can choose to stay here at a 45-degree angle, or you can lean your chest forward, lift the left leg up, coming into a full warrior 3. Breathing here, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Step that left foot down beside your right. Raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the palms down. Step your right foot all the way back. Left foot all the way back. Go through your vinyasa. Drop your knees down or chaturanga. Chest and chin down or hover your chest off. Untuck the toes, slide the chest forward. Extend the arms or not, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, come onto your tiptoes, lift that left leg up towards the ceiling, and then crunch that left knee in towards your nose, step the left foot through between the hands. Come onto your fingertips, step the right foot out to the side slightly, and then ground that right heel down towards the floor behind you at a 45-degree angle. Coming into warrior 1, hug the belly of the front thigh. Lift the chest up, stacking the chest over the hips. Raise your hands up, biceps by the ears. Squeeze your glutes. Breathe. 2, and 1. Hands to your heart center. Pick the right heel off. And slowly start to step that right foot in slightly. And then as you feel more comfortable, come onto your right tiptoe. Straighten the left leg. Pick the right foot off, staying here at this 45-degree angle. Or if you are okay, folding your chest forward down towards the floor until your chest and your thigh are parallel to the mat. Warrior 3, breathe, stay strong, keep kicking that right foot back. Toes are down. 2, and 1. Step that right foot down towards the floor. Inhale, raise the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. So your toes are on the outer edges of the mat, your heels are in. Slowly start to sink your bum down. If you cannot squat, you stay here. If you are okay to squat, make sure you keep pulling your knees out to the side, opening up the hips. Keep your chest open, keep your hips lifted. Elbows on the insides of your thighs, palms together. Malasana or yoga squat. Staying here. 4, 3. If you are not in this full squat and you are here, stay strong. If you've got the leg strength, you're going to press your elbows in as well. 2, and 1. Fingertips behind your bum. Slowly lower your bum down towards the floor. Hugging your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees in. Point your toes forward. Get your legs parallel to the floor. Float your right hand forward, left hand forward. Boat pose. If this is very hard for you, you can hug behind your thighs and keep pulling your chest up towards your shins. Staying here. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. 2, and 1 inhale, we're going to lower all the way down. Back onto the floor, keep your legs extended and crunch it up. Let's go. 1, inhale down, exhale up. 2, inhale down. If you need help, put your hands behind your bum. 3, and down. 4, and down. If not, keep your arms extended. 5, down. 6, good, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, down. Hold it here. Reach the legs all the way up. Keep your knees bent if you need to. Hands behind the head to support your neck. And then from here, drop that right leg down, left leg up. And we switch. And switch. You can point your toes and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep your head high. And switch. Shoulders off. Switch. Those of you who want to, you can crunch right elbow towards left knee and left elbow towards right knee. Let's go. Cycle it through. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're almost there. 4, 3. Good job. Come on. 2. Last one. Hold it up. Reach your fingers towards your toes. Reach, reach, reach. And relax. Head down. Shoulders down. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rocking side to side. Good job. Whew. Let's roll onto the belly. Extend your legs out. Stretching out the core. Hands onto the floor. Shoulders on top of the elbows. Palms down. Lift your chest, squeeze your belly in towards the spine. Breathe. 2, enjoy that stretch in your abdomen. And 1. Slowly lower your chest down, folding your hands underneath your chin. Breathing here. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend your right hand out. Left heel bends in towards your bum. Windmill your left hand up and back. And see if you can grab the outside of your left ankle. Okay, if you cannot reach, just keep trying to reach and lift your chest. Press into your right hand. Lift your chest off the floor. Those of you who have the ankle, let's try to lift yourself off the floor, thigh and shoulder off the mat, and then float the right hand and right foot off the floor. Stay. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the chest open. 2, and 1. Slowly release. Fold the hands under the chin. Let's switch to the other side. Left hand extended. Okay, pull the right heel in towards the bum. Windmill your right hand all the way up and back. See if you can reach for the outside of your ankle. If you cannot reach, just keep trying to reach. You can do this along with us. Keep the shoulders and the thigh lifted off the floor. Kick the foot into the hand. And then float your left hand, left leg off the mat. Breathe here. 4, 3. Keep the chest open. Shoulders away from the ears. 2, and 1. Slowly release. Fold your hands underneath the chin. Rest. When you are ready, using your left hand, push yourself up and roll back onto your back. Take your time and gently hug your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. If it's very hard for you to wrap your arms around your shin, go ahead and grab behind your thighs. Step your left foot down to the floor, right ankle on top of the left thigh. Hands beside your hips, pull your left knee in towards your chest. Now right hand threads between the hole that is underneath your legs and grab behind the thighs. Shoulders onto the floor, coming into our reclined pigeon. Keep pushing your right knee away from you, staying here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees in towards each other. Drop your knees to the right. Left shoulder stays on the mat at all times, keeping your gaze up towards the ceiling for now. The further your knees are away from your chest, the less the twist. The closer your knees are into your chest, the deeper the twist. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Step your right foot onto the floor. Left ankle onto the right thigh. Hands by your sides, palms facing down. Pull the right knee into your chest. Left hand threading through the legs, and then interlacing your fingers underneath your right thigh. Keep your shoulder on the floor. Keep pulling your knee into your chest. Keep pushing your left knee away from you. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Both knees into your chest. Knees together, and then when you're ready, drop both knees over to the left. Right shoulder is on the floor. Keeping your gaze up towards the ceiling. Again, remember, the further away your knees are from your chest, the easier the twist, the closer in your knees to the chest, the deeper the twist. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back to center. Opening your knees as wide as your shoulders, pulling your knees into your chest, in towards the armpits. You can choose to stay here. Make sure your entire back is flat on the floor. Or if you want to, come into full happy baby. Elbows on the insides of the knees. Hands grabbing the pinky toe side, outer edge of your foot. And pulling the knees down to the floor while flattening your shoulders and your back onto the mat. Don't let your bum lift off too much. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. From here, slowly release the legs down onto the floor, opening your feet as wide as the mat first, heels close to the bum, and then knocking your knees in towards each other, just resting here. This is to help relieve any tension in the lower back that you might have. You can stay here, or you can reach your arms overhead, shaking hands with yourself. And whenever you are ready, you can choose to stay here for your Shavasana, or you can extend your legs out, opening your feet as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out, hands overhead, or arms by your sides, palms facing up, fingers curled naturally. Enjoy the next 10 long breaths as your body starts to relax into the mat, absorbing the benefits of your practice for the last 30 or so minutes. Relaxing your legs, feeling your hips release and open up towards the ceiling. Feeling your hands relax, feeling your lower back relax, coming into its natural arch. Feeling your belly and your chest relax with every exhale. Feel your shoulders pull down towards the floor as you start to sink into the mat a bit more. Relaxing your throat and your jaw. The space under the eyes and the space between the eyebrows. We hold a lot of tension in the forehead. So try to let the forehead melt towards the sides of your face. Drawing down towards your temples and then up towards the crown of your head. Taking a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more inhale through the nose. Side out. Seal the lips, close the mouth, and only breathe through the nose. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And slide your feet in towards each other. And reach your arms overhead and take a nice long stretch. And exhale, relax. Hugging your right knee into your chest, your left knee into your chest. And rolling over to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Keeping your eyes closed till the end of the session, using your left hand to push yourself back up into a seated position. Hands onto your knees, sitting up tall. Let's do a neck rotation, dropping your head down, chin into its chest, rolling your right ear to your right shoulder, rolling your head all the way back, chin up towards the ceiling. Left ear to left shoulder, and rolling your chin all the way back down. Changing directions. Left ear to left shoulder, rolling your head all the way back, chin up towards the ceiling. Right ear to right shoulder, and chin all the way down. Lifting your head up to neutral spine. Reaching your arms up towards the ceiling on your inhale. Palms to touch. As you exhale, pull your hands to your heart center. Gently blinking open your eyes, allowing the light back in very slowly. Again, if you're not comfortable with your hands in prayer, place your hands onto your knees. Wherever you are, a big smile on your face and a gentle bow to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good workout, got a sweat going, got a good stretch out of it. Everyone is encouraged to do 30 minutes of physical activity daily. Stay home, but don't let that stop you from staying active. I will see you guys in more of my sessions. You can find more sessions below. So thank you so much for joining me in my session today. Take care. My name is Sarah, and I hope to see you guys around soon.